Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Triangle. TJ Hopkins, Israel Rivera, David Huffman. We're going to talk about baseball because baseball season started, and these guys are pretty excited about their Cubbies.
Opening day is, Sunday?
Yep. And we're going to talk about the NFL, the NBA, and college basketball. Maybe not necessarily in that order. We're going to start off first with baseball because these guys are pretty excited about their Cubs, and I'm sure they want to talk about, is this going to be the season that the Cubs get over the hump? Did they get it? Is this going to be the year?
It's going to be a tough road.
Real tough.
It's going to be a tough road. I mean, you still got some good teams out there in the National League. You got the Nationals, you got the Giants. Permitting that these teams make the playoffs, the Mets that gave them problems with all that top shelf pitching that they have.
And the Cardinals are the Cardinals.
Yeah, don't rule the Cardinals out, too.
They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Wainwright back. They got their ace back.
Yeah, they just lost Hayward. They lost a few pieces. I think that's going to downgrade.
It don't matter, though. If you got a solid rotation, you can pretty much go anywhere.
I think the Cardinals will be good enough to snatch that last wild card spot. It'll probably be the same, except vice versa. I think the Cubs might win the division.
And Arizona just had their starting, I think, shortstop go down.
Yeah,
he was sliding into home plate and he fractured his elbow.
That's a big blow. Pollock, yeah. He's one of the main contributors. But I mean, in terms of baseball, I mean, you got a lot of key main contributors. If you're a good team across the board, it's like next man up. You know, I hate to say it. They got time too, though. But I mean, they got a lot of players on that roster that they signed that are.
And then in the AL, I mean, I think the White Sox will be better than last season, probably. I don't know if they'll compete for anything because
they got they got too many problems.
Yeah, with the Adam LaRoche thing.
I think that situation's totally blown over.
They got too many problems.
Totally blown over.
I think there's a little bit of a rift in the locker room.
I think it's more than that.
There's a little bit of minority. What do you think?
I think if the White Sox start off the season, they start winning a bunch of games. I think they'll all blow over.
That's the problem. I don't think they're in the freaking same division as the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers.
Kansas City's Royals terrible last year.
That's another thing. Look out! Justin Verlander did not have a good season last year. This is a pitcher we know.
This is a Cy Young winner.
This is a pitcher.
But he's not. He's not a spring chicken. He's not.
It doesn't matter. This is someone who can get 250 strikeouts easily.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this.
I don't think he's elite Justin Verlander anymore. I think that Justin Verlander is no longer.
I think maybe this is the year for the White Sox. Maybe Chris Sale actually wins the Cy Young. Last few years, he's coming really close.
I don't think he'll get to win enough games for him to win this.
I don't know. He's got some amazing stuff over the last few years.
He's a very good pitcher, but I just don't think that team is going to be good enough around him in order for him to win enough games to win the Cy Young.
I don't think they put enough people around that batting order for them to generate as many runs as they think they're going to.
Because they're going to be living and dying by the homer.
Yeah, well, they're going to be, what's the
Abreu or nothing.
Abreu, yeah. Abreu or nothing, basically.
Abreu or nothing.
But the Cubs, it's what?
The Cubs, the sky's the limit. I mean,
4-1 odds to win the whole thing.
I mean, if those dudes are so young, top to bottom, but there's no hole in the lineup.
That's kind of the problem I had with the season they had last season because last year they weren't expected to do what they did.
They were expected to be good though.
They were expected to be
better.
Not that.
Not that great.
They weren't expected to go
90
plus wins and make the playoffs and almost make it to the World Series.
Let's not say almost. They got swept in the.
That's a young team. That was a young team. That's a young team for them to go against.
That's almost.
But see, I can't make that argument, TJ, because the Mets pitchers were young too. I mean, you throwing out two rookies, Syndergaard and not Harvey, but who's the other guy? Zach Wheeler.
But DeGrom's not that young.
Yeah, Jacob DeGrom is pretty young, but I mean, still he's like in his mid-20s. He's not Syndergaard young. Those guys are throwing 100 miles per hour fastballs at guys that are barely they're 21, 22 years old.
That new commercial for the show is really fun.
Yeah.
But it's because now it's your expectations coming off a season where it's well, last season they were pretty much playing with house money. It's all if we do good, we do good. If we do bad, then it's just another bad year. But it's because of how well they did, it's all okay, now we have to live up to that expectation.
Plus the pieces that they added Ben Zobrist, they added Jason Hayward, they added John Lackey to the rotation. So that actually exceeds expectations because they didn't have those guys last year. So now you bring in some veteran contributors that actually contributed last year and previous years at a high level.
Do you think Arrieta stays either does the
I think he fizzles out a little bit.
Fizzles.
I think he does fizzle. I think he has a good year, but I don't think he has. as great of a year as he's gonna have.
Last
year because a lot of teams.
So was last season?
Because a lot of teams. I mean, his cutter's unreal. His stuff is unreal. But a lot of teams are gonna be looking. They're gonna be game plan. They're watching tape of this guy.
Let me tell you, you guys are so lucky there's not a salary cap because Jake Arrieta is gonna get paid once his contract expires.
Yeah, of course.
He's gonna get mega paid.
Yeah, you just want to sign him. I mean,
he's gonna get a crazy amount of money.
He went 21 and.
I expect John
like
Lester. I expect John Lester to be better this year as well. I expect him to be better.
John Lester hit a home run in the spring training game.
Yeah. I mean,
and it's all like
he's only had like one home run other than that in his entire career.
One hit. One hit. He was hitless in his first 66 career at bats before last season, and he got his first hit last season. It's all like
he got a home run, home run,
and then he hit. No, it was just a single base hit.
I thought that was a 2-run home run. In spring training.
Oh, that was a home run. Like I don't know if it was like a solo or.
I don't know. The Cubs got.
Maybe he's taking that juice.
It's a good thing.
No runs now.
It's a good thing when your manager's like, hey, my lineup's pretty much set. I am just trying to figure out who I'm gonna start at left field, Kyle Schwarber or Jorge Soler.
Yeah, that's a beast.
That's ridiculous.
That is a beast.
How do you even have those options on your ball club? You got two guys that could potentially hit 30 home runs.
Because they can play.
It's no salary.
Schwarber can play
There's no salary cap. That's why you're able to.
All those guys are young though.
Yeah,
all those guys aren't making tons of money. They're not making tons of money.
But
now.
when they are
some of those guys are gonna have to go. I mean, you're looking at like one or two of those guys that are gonna have to split.
Not in baseball. You could just keep throwing money at people. It's all just arbitrary numbers. None of it means anything.
I don't know with all the
it's like when you go to play cards, but you're not playing with chips or anything that have value. You play like drinks and stuff. Like you're like betting drinks. Also, people don't care what you bet. Like, oh, I'm gonna go all in because none of it means anything. Like it's the same thing with baseball. You're not putting anything towards a pot. Like it's unlimited. You can just pay and just keep going.
It's kind of unfair, but I mean, the Cubs also all that maintenance that they've been doing on Wrigley is like coming out of the Ricketts pocket. It's like none of that's coming from
Okay.
Ricketts got money.
I know what I'm saying. It's coming. I mean, usually that stuff is funded, you know.
Yeah, but
by the city and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm sure the Cubs make a lot of money. I'm sure they're not hurting for money.
I know.
They're like the salary. I just wish baseball.
That's like that goes back to like the Trump thing. Remember when Trump was like, "Oh, the Ricketts this and the Ricketts that." And we're just like, well, I mean, you can't really say nothing about the baseball team because they're really, really good. I mean,
they're good now.
They're really good. Yeah, they're good now. They're really good.
They're good now.
They're really good now.
Opening day is Sunday.
Can't talk nothing about the Cubs no more.
Game 1 of 165.
If you had to pick a World Series, like two teams
right now
to go to the World Series, like just guess, like preseason guess.
Royals, Mets.
Royals and Mets.
Royals, Cubs, because I don't see anyone in the AL coming at the Royals.
I'm gonna go.
I'm going Royals, KC, Chicago. Easy.
Yeah. If it's not, man, the Royals, man, their bullpen is like freaking crazy. I mean, they bullpen won them games in the postseason. I'm gonna have to go with the Royals. It's either gonna be the Royals or the Texas Rangers for me, or maybe even the Houston Astros because they're so young and talented.
They're young too.
So it's either between those three teams, but I'm gonna have to go with the Royals. And then on the National League side, I'm not really buying in on the Mets. I think that was like a fluke season.
Oh, come on, man.
I think that was a fluke season. I think they're not going to be as great.
In my opinion, whoever wins the NLCS is going to win the whole thing. That is my opinion.
No, I don't think so.
That is my opinion.
So you think if the Nationals or the Giants or the Cubs, I mean, there's so many good teams.
The Nationals.
All you need is a team to get. All you need, like all of a team needs, is for a pitcher to get hot or a couple of hitters to get hot, especially in the playoffs.
If you got great starting pitching, I mean, you're pretty much allowed to do some things in the playoffs. So you're throwing like 100. You guys are throwing like 102 miles per hour.
Plus, people aren't blowing their arms out more often.
So if I'm gonna guess, man, I don't know if the Cubs are ready this year to make that jump to the World Series status. I'm gonna have to go with like the Giants, man. I think the Giants will go back this year.
KC and San
Francisco.
So they win
a rematch.
Doesn't the Giants win it like every other year?
I know. The Giants win it like every other year. That's why I'm picking them because I think it'll come down to
They still got the freak, right? He's still on that team.
Lincecum?
Lincecum, he doesn't play much, so he's pretty washed up.
He's not the age.
He was the boy hype, and he hyped up, and the balloon burst on him.
Yeah, but he won 2 titles, and I think he's got a Cy Young.
He does.
He got one Cy Young before they won the titles.
He's
They
got-
pretty much won those, but they won those titles behind like the awareness and the smarts of Buster Posey behind the plate, really.
Yeah,
And then the timely hitting that they had. I mean,
It's not like he was overly hyped though. He was a pretty good pitcher for a while.
yeah, I mean, but he wasn't a
That
main
and,
contributor.
it also helped that Madison
Yeah,
Bumgarner.
Madison Bumgarner was amazing. He
Came
played
into
3
his own.
games in a World Series. Like, really? So, yeah, I would have San Francisco and Casey, the Cubs and NLCS. But they.
All right, let's move over to the college basketball scene. So we had the Player of the Year was given out over the week, and Denzel Valentine got it over Buddy Hield. Cool with that?
No.
You know why I'm a little cool with it?
Man,
because
Buddy
because
Hield
no
has
because
been,
Oklahoma has a little bit more around Buddy Hield. So it makes it a lot easier for Buddy Hield to shoot that 3 a lot.
Come on, dude. Michigan State. Come on, dude.
I know, but Michigan State, Denzel Valentine, like, hey, who really picked Michigan State to be like to win the Big? Not a lot of people picked them to win the Big Ten title.
Oh, come on, dude.
No.
Michigan State they were favorites to win the whole thing.
But no,
All right, because of
they
Denzel
didn't-
Valentine.
What are you
He's a really-
talking about?
Well, I'm
Denzel
saying,
Valentine is a
man,
very good basketball player.
they
But
don't
Buddy
have as
Hield,
much
this has
around
been
Denzel
Buddy
Valentine.
Hield's season. Like he's been like in the spotlight all the time, and they're talking about like the way he could shoot the basketball and like handle it. I know his team around him is very good. That's why they're still they're still alive because of the team is collectively good. But Buddy Hield has been the best player this season.
Easy.
No question.
I could see the selection. It's a hard choice between.
I mean,
the
like it
two.
was Denzel Valentine,
The numbers
Buddy
are
Hield,
pretty
Tyler
good
Ulis.
in their own way.
No, dude.
Tyler Ulis played a really good year too. There's a lot of candidates that you could have picked.
Yeah, but Buddy Hield was like.
How about that kid from freaking How about that kid that's scoring like 20, 30 a game from Oakland? How about that kid? Did he even get recognized for
No,
it?
Probably
he goes
not.
to Oakland.
Okay, but still, he's still scoring like 20, 30
Goes
points
to
a game.
Oakland.
No, he went to the NIT, took his team, I think, to the Final Four of the NIT.
George Washington ended up.
Yeah,
doing
good for George Washington.
Or the CBI, whatever one of those postseason tournaments.
And AU couldn't win. They still haven't won a postseason game in the history of the school.
But you know what? You know what?
NIU.
NIU was up in that game,
Yeah, I know.
and they got blown out in that second half by like 15.
Yeah, but they still haven't won a postseason
They
game.
ended up losing by 7.
Lost to
but-
the Gauchos, a team called the Gauchos.
Yeah, but Buddy Hield.
UC Santa Barbara.
Buddy Hield should have got Player of the Year.
Totally agree.
I didn't even know Marshawn Wilson was a 4-star. Well, you know, I mean, I knew, but I mean, like, really, like, now when you watch the games, you're like, watching Northern games, you're like, man, Marshawn Wilson, he really is a 4-star recruit because he's the only one that be putting up buckets on that team as a freshman.
Mari March, too.
Martin March, yeah, but I mean, yeah, you looking at Marshawn Wilson, that future looks a little bright with those guys.
NIU is going to be exciting for the next couple seasons, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
And hopefully they can freaking win a MAC tournament at least one
At
time
least
out of
once.
once out of those guys.
I think
4
the
years.
MAC is always like totally open every season. Like,
Yeah, I know anybody can win it.
Yeah.
I mean, Buffalo won it this year, and they weren't even supposed to.
Nobody's ever supposed to win the MAC. It's just kind of random.
It's just there.
It's just like, wow, man.
But they did win I think a couple years ago, Iowa or Ohio actually won a
I
MAC.
think the MAC was. I think the
Under
MAC
John
was
Gross, yeah.
significantly.
That's how he got the Illinois job.
I think the MAC was significantly better than most people think this year. I think it was a lot better. I think it was a lot better than. It's a lot more it was a lot competitive, a lot more competitive than a lot of other conferences that got teams into the field.
Like what?
I'd say like a little bit more competitive than Mountain West Conference this year. More competitive than the West Coast Conference that Gonzaga just blows every team out.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
That's fair.
yeah.
It was more competitive than the Missouri Valley
Yeah,
Conference.
but like the difference between all the teams being mediocre and having
Yeah,
one
but
dominant team
you
is
got
like
Northern Iowa.
there's a big difference between
Northern
having.
Iowa and Wichita State get into the field, and I think the MAC was more competitive than the Missouri Valley Conference. How do you get two teams? How do you get one? How do you get two teams out of that division, out of that conference? I don't know how that happens.
I'm just telling you, the MAC, yeah, they were competitive because all the teams were mediocre. I just think that's like definitely like the way it is because all the teams it's competitive because all the teams are kind of
Yeah,
like
we had like
even.
4 teams that had like 20 wins.
They're all even. It's like they're all mediocre. They're like none of them are really great, and a lot of them only have 20 wins because they play the same. They play the same competition all the time. They play each other like that.
They play each other. It's like that mother's like go fight for the scraps out back.
Yeah.
They're all scrapping it out in the back. It's like a dog fight every game in the MAC conference. I just think it was a lot more more competitive. A lot of people don't even give them a lot of credit for how competitive it is.
I'm just telling you, it's not that competitive. It just looks like that because all the teams are just kind of the same.
I know.
They're all even. They're just none of them are great. None of them are just like championship contending teams. Like they're just decent.
I guess
they're all just decent basketball teams.
I guess.
I think if they can win the MAC next year, like they have like another year of Eric Armstead, another year of like all their recruits, like see who they comes in next year. Because we're still like at this point we were stealing recruits from like U of I, like Northwestern. We're getting these players now.
No, they ain't stealing no recruits next year. I saw the recruiting class for next year, and it wasn't that great. I think they got 2 recruits that aren't even ranked, and I think there's some recruits out there in the state of Illinois that are still up for grabs, like Nick Rakasevich from St. Joseph's. He's one of the top unsigned recruits out of Illinois, out of the state of Illinois. Maybe they can make a push for him. And he's got a bunch of really high end D1 offers like Ohio State and Nebraska and stuff like that.
He's not coming
here. But if you look at those teams and you go, well, hey, if I go to those teams, like if I go to Wisconsin or something, am I gonna get playing time because they've been on the scene for a long time? They do recruiting. What if I go to Northern? I'm gonna start right away. And I'm gonna pay. Yes, you do. And I'm gonna start right away, especially if you're a 4 or 5 star recruit. And I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna make a significant. Difference on my team, and we could win that tournament in the MAC a lot easier than I could win it in the Big Ten if I go to Wisconsin.
I think you might get more national exposure though if you play anywhere else.
True. I know. But look at Damian Lillard at Weber State.
Yeah, but nobody knew about him at all until he went to the tournament. Nobody knew a damn thing about him.
Until he got drafted.
Well, yeah. I think scouts knew about him because he was dropping 30 a game.
Yeah, but other than that,
he was doing it. He was built like an NBA point guard.
Not on TV. You never see him, never hear about him. Like all of a sudden,
CJ McCollum.
Same thing.
But still,
yeah, they've knocked off Duke, right?
But CJ McCollum's been scoring like 20, 30 points since his like sophomore year.
I'm pretty sure that's the Lehigh team that knocked off Duke.
It was.
In that 15-2 team?
It was. That was when CJ McCollum was like a sophomore.
Yeah.
Or a junior. And he was dropping like still 20, 30 a game. So that's what I'm saying. Like you can go to these small mid-major schools and you could thrive and still be looked at.
I think you have to be like a Damian, like an incredible talent to do something like that.
Damian Lillard was a top 100 high school recruit in ESPN.
Because a lot of those, because when you look at because it's like kind of like that Kevin Love thing. Like when you you play on a terrible basketball team, but you put up ridiculous numbers. Like is that just because you're on a bad basketball team, or
it has a little something to do with it?
I mean, your numbers are really good because you play on a terrible basketball team.
Also,
or you take 35 shots.
But that's kind of a bad. But that's kind of a bad. TJ, what do you think? That's kind of bad because when you playing with LeBron, your stretch power forward is going to be out on the 3-point line. He was more like in the lane, and he was more.
Real quick? Did you guys watch the Cleveland game last night?
I watched some of it. Yeah.
Man, Kevin Love is like invisible. Like
you guys want to switch over, talk some NBA stuff right
now?
No.
We'll talk. We'll just stick with the Final Four. We can talk about this later. Final Four. If you had to predict who's going to win the games,
Oklahoma's going to beat Villanova, and North Carolina's going to beat Syracuse.
I'd have to. I mean, both those teams already beat each other. Oklahoma beat Villanova by like 20 points. They gave them the worst loss of the season.
I think Buddy Hield is phenomenal right now. I'm picking Oklahoma to win it all.
How's your bracket doing? Did you lose again?
Yeah, Kansas lost.
Oh, so you got $5,000.
Yeah, I think in one of my brackets I got Oklahoma winning, but I mean it's all kind of jacked up.
I mean, I'm still like
I still got Oklahoma winning.
I only got 14% right.
I'm still at like 99%. You know.
I think the other one is like 23%.
Syracuse just ruined everybody's bracket. Nobody predicted Syracuse to go to the final.
But if they beat North Carolina.
Which potentially could happen.
Which could happen.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
North Carolina's already beaten them twice.
Yeah, they're too talented. North Carolina's too big. They're too fast. They're too strong. They got a lot. They got more talent.
They say that on a lot of things in sports, and that just usually it's the opposite that happens. The third time is not the charm. The third time is the worst blowout.
Third time is the worst blowout, especially under the big lights, huh? Yes, I think UNC wins.
Like in the NFL.
That game.
Like you have those like when you play the third time, it's like, oh, the third time's hard. Nah, it doesn't happen. It doesn't work that way. You get blown out. They know you. They know what you're going to do. They know every play you're going to play. Every play you're going to run, and they're just going to bounce your ass. It's not even going to be a good game.
Oh, my gosh. You guys are crazy.
You have no hope for Syracuse.
No
faith.
No, we have no hope for Syracuse at all. They're gonna get blown out by like 25.
I don't know about that, but it's not gonna be
He's
close.
I don't know about that.
I don't think it's gonna be that close.
I'm not saying it's like literally 25. Okay, I
No
should make 15 points. They get blown out.
They already got beat. They got
beaten
beaten by twice already.
Okay.
Bryce, is it Bryce Johnson? That's his name.
Yeah.
He has a big game.
And that guy, Bryce Johnson, wasn't even playing all that good when they first played Syracuse the first 2 times. That guy's like, you guys have been playing out of his mind now.
Yeah, he's definitely raised his draft stock.
No faith. None of you.
Nah.
No faith.
0.
No faith in Syracuse. If they win, man, I'll buy you a nice steak dinner. If you're picking me.
I can't pass that up.
What do you got to lose?
What's he got to lose if he picks Syracuse to beat UNC, right?
I can't pass that up.
Yeah, if they do lose, though, you owe him a steak dinner. You don't have to take him anywhere. You just got to make it at your house and bring it over.
I'll take some Chipotle.
I don't know if you want Chipotle. They got live birds in the place.
Live birds. Oh, man, they're the best.
Oh, that report, there was a report where the health inspector went to Chipotle and there was like a live bird there.
Oh, wow. They're like cutting live birds, cutting chicken.
I guess,
that's authentic. That's authentic Mexican restaurant right
there. The health
there.
inspector went back.
That's authentic. That's authentic as you can be for a Mexican restaurant. From Mexico City.
Mexican food.
It is Mexican food.
It's Americanized Mexican food.
It's American. It's like, yeah. It's
classy,
going down.
It's classy Taco Bell.
It's classy Taco Bell, definitely.
Y'all going Oklahoma, North Carolina?
Yes, sir.
Who was that?
North Carolina. I think the size finally gets Oklahoma. I think the size. North Carolina's too big all around. I don't believe in Oklahoma's bigs. I don't believe in Spangler. I don't believe in who that other guy is.
Latin.
Yeah.
I think Buddy Hield has like a phenomenal game. He like shoots threes, lights out, but I think UNC wins it all.
I think Buddy Hield is the best player to play in the game. I think North Carolina has the best team overall.
Yeah. North Carolina definitely has had one of the best.
And I think it'll be interesting to see where Marcus Page, when he enters the draft, I'll see what happens to him.
It'll be a good one.
I don't think he's gonna get drafted, but he might.
I feel glad for those UNC players though. A lot of those guys, they had a lot of hype in previous years and kind of failed expectations. Now they're living up to their expectations, especially Marcus Page.
Marcus Page has always kind of been good. Like it's not his fault that the supporting cast around hasn't been as good.
That's
true. I know.
Yeah. So we're gonna switch over to the NBA. So we're gonna real quick talk about the Kevin Love thing. Kevin Love, invisible. He doesn't have he doesn't really. I don't know. Something about it.
How can we not start this off with the D'Angelo Russell thing?
We'll get to that.
Oh my gosh!
We'll get to D'Angelo Russell.
Okay. We'll go. Let's talk about Kevin Love.
I love that picture you showed where it's Randall from
Recess. Yeah, exactly.
He's got the notepad.
He's got the notepad. He's going into the locker room. He's like, who am I gonna snitch on today?
Yeah, what was the name of the lady the lady he reported to?
I can't remember. Miss K or Miss.
You gotta look it up. Look it up.
Something.
So Kevin Love is on the Celtics or on the Cavaliers, but you could not tell.
I mean,
he's invisible out there. You can't even tell he's on the court.
That's scary if you're a Cavaliers fan and you're like, hey, if we potentially get draw the matchup of even Detroit, Indiana, not so much. I'm not scared of Indiana or the Bulls. I mean, even if you get the Bulls, and I know how the Bulls have been terrible kind of the second half of the year. It looked like there's last 2 games they look pretty good. Okay. They play like that with a lot of heart, sense of urgency. They might give the Cavs a run for their money. It might scare them, especially Kevin Love. If Kevin Love is not playing up to his potential, if these guys are not playing up to their potential, I mean, they have a potential to lose that, either the second round. I don't think they'll lose the first round, but they'll lose second round. They can lose second round if they slip up.
I think if they draw the Hawks, which is who they draw right now, I don't think that's a good matchup for them.
No.
Man, Atlanta they were losing in that game. They were getting
Spurs
beat.
Of the East.
They were getting beat pretty good, and then Atlanta just came roaring back because they have a lot of players that can shoot the three. They can create offense.
Oh my God.
And Jeff Teague is just relentless on the dribble. He just doesn't take the possessions off at all.
Man, Jeff
Finster.
Teague.
Yeah.
Finster.
Yeah.
Oh, Finster. We're back to the.
Okay, now. So it's if you're I think they're gonna try to get rid of him over the summer.
Kevin Love, yeah, he's totally an outsider looking in.
I just don't think he fits there.
I just don't think he's happy there. I think he's like it's like the Joakim Noah thing. He's like you step outside and it's nothing but factories, and it's cold, and it's just down, and then you got to deal with LeBron's baby ass.
He was in Minnesota before this. It's not like he was in it's not like he was in La La Land hanging out with the sun.
There's a lot more to do in Minnesota than there will ever.
No way.
Oh yeah, man. At least you got the Mall of America.
Yeah, you can go to the mall and spend all your money. Like,
yeah. At least you got the Mall of America. They got a roller coaster in there. That's fun. I mean, I can see Kevin Love going out there with his teammates.
They got Cedar Point.
Cedar Point, whatever the case is. I mean,
no, Cedar Point's in Cleveland.
Who cares? Who cares?
It's a really good amusement
Yeah, but you
park.
can probably only go there in the summertime. Because it's cold and rainy most of the time in Cleveland.
It's really cold and rainy in Minnesota.
It's really gloomy.
It's cold and rainy in Minnesota. It's like Russia there.
You can still go to the mall.
Yeah, you can still go to Canada too.
You have to have like passport. You can't just go to
Canada.
Canada.
You think Kevin Love got a passport?
I don't know. Does he?
Kevin Love probably does have a passport. Come on, man.
He's just gonna drive up to Canada like,
you gotta deal with LeBron.
It's Thursday. Gotta go.
Every day you gotta wake up. Every day you gotta wake up. His life's probably miserable in Cleveland. Every day you gotta wake up. You gotta deal with Kyrie Irving's immature self, and then you gotta deal with LeBron James whining ass. And then, like,
I imagine, like, Kevin Love wakes up every morning to voicemails from LeBron.
He's like, come on, K-Love. You got to come on, K-Love. You got to shoot the three better.
I used to work at Cutco, and the guy that was the owner, used to leave, like, ridiculously long voicemails. So, like he called, leave, like, a 20-minute voicemail. And, like, it was, like, back in the day where you had to listen to the whole voicemail before you could delete it.
Oh,
and, like, I feel like Kevin Love wakes up every morning to, like, that voicemail from LeBron. Just talking about,
LeBron's just ripping on him.
We're going to work on this, man. We're going to get this. Come on, man. We got to step up your game, bro. We got this. We're the Cavaliers. We're going to get one for the land.
Well, no, they were talking about the other day. They were talking about the other day, like, I mean, yeah, NBA players back in the past, they do used to influence their coaches, but, like a lot of people have problems with, like, LeBron. Like, he wasn't playing, and, like, he's, like, quickly, like, pushing Tyrone Lue out the way to, like, tell his players instructions and stuff like that. Like, is Dan Gilbert, did he make you the coach? Or did he make Tyrone? You might as well be, like, the next Bill Russell, be the player-coach type of guy.
I think that'd be fun if LeBron was the player coach.
It's ridiculous, man. LeBron is...
I think LeBron has earned that right. He's earned the right to have that kind of power. Like,
I know, but still, it's quite ridiculous.
And whatever you say about Steph Curry, LeBron James is still the best player on the planet.
Yes, he does have that. He does have that power.
I watched the game last night, and early on, Kevin Love was getting some touches.
But he wasn't making shots. He wasn't missing threes. He wasn't really.
He doesn't have confidence.
You bring Kevin Love is more like you have Channing Frye to step out and just stand around and shoot threes. Kevin Love can make his own offense. He can create off the dribble. Like he's an excellent basketball player, and yet they're just not utilizing him at all. They want him to stand at the 3-point line and just hang out.
And get long rebounds.
Imagine how boring that must be.
It's ridiculous. Playing with LeBron, if you're a stretch forward, you playing with LeBron, you pretty much know your role. You're gonna be outside on the perimeter. You're gonna get long rebounds, and you're barely gonna be in the hole. You're gonna have one athletic center in there.
And I don't think he has the game that Chris Bosh had. I don't think his game is as developed as
no. Chris Bosh is a little bit better off the dribble.
Yeah. Last night, Kevin Love,
a little bit better off his pull-up shot.
Played 34 minutes, went 5 for 11 from the field. He only had 15 points, so I'm assuming all his points either came from threes or
when LeBron was not on the floor.
He probably didn't. Maybe he just made 5 threes. He didn't go to the line ever.
Wow.
Yeah, he did have double. I think.
What about the Bulls tonight?
No, he had 15.
What about the Bulls tonight?
Detroit.
We're playing Detroit.
We're gonna lose.
He only had
no D Rose.
Kevin Love only had six rebounds.
We can't lose. The Bulls cannot lose today. If the Bulls lose tonight, pretty much it's over.
It is over.
Like you have to be. You have to.
It's been over.
It's not been over because they still got to fight this chance. They're only a game and a half behind Detroit. They're a game behind.
Their saving grace is that 1, they're in the East. 2, it's Detroit. And
Derrick Rose is out, but you still got.
Why, dude? Oh my!
Derrick Rose is out with a hyperextended elbow, probably, most likely. He's gonna be out for a couple games.
When did he get injured?
He got injured against Indiana.
When did that happen?
But the game before that, what was the game before that? Atlanta, he injured his elbow and then he re-aggravated it. Huh?
New Orleans?
No, the game before that was Atlanta.
Oh.
And he injured it. He injured it before that, and he ended up. He injured it again at Indiana, and then he tried to play it out. Then he tried to stick it out in Houston, and he ended up injuring it some more.
He just aggravated it.
So he just aggravated it. So now he's pretty much gonna be out today and probably the next couple other games. He's probably
that game against Houston, he didn't even take a shot.
Yeah, he didn't take a shot. He couldn't even shoot. So he's hindering the team. with him being hurt. So I think Brooks and E'Twaun Moore are gonna get significant minutes this game. And
E'Twaun Moore is Dunleavy still kind of hurt?
No. All those guys are all good. I mean,
Dunleavy his problem is he just missed the first 50 games of the season.
Yeah, 40 or whatever.
I kind of like watching that Houston game. Like, I don't know if that was more Houston just choking or the Bulls playing good.
They're just playing.
I think Houston choked.
I think that's the product of what Houston is as a basketball team.
Yeah.
Because they are just they go on these streaks where James Harden's hitting shots from all over the place, and then they have these streaks
look at
where
that
James Harden
game against Cleveland. That game, they were getting killed, and then fourth quarter rolls around. James Harden scores 18 in the fourth, and Cleveland.
Because James Harden is. He turns the basketball over way too much, and he's just so hit or miss as a basketball player.
In that Cleveland game, LeBron
their shot selection in that game was terrible.
Don't get
Houston.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. In that Cleveland game, LeBron didn't play because if he does play, that probably doesn't happen. Cleveland wins that game easily and soundly.
I mean, you got to think about the West. The Western Conference is that 6th, 7th, 8th seed is up for grabs.
I think Dallas is going to fall out.
Dallas, Utah.
I don't think Dallas is all that good. Utah, I think, will be good. I think Utah is.
I think Utah's in the 7th or 8th.
Yeah, I think Utah is going to be fine.
We actually predicted Utah was going to make the playoffs.
I think you did. I don't think
I think I did too. I think I predicted Utah to make the playoffs. I did not.
Utah
I did not in no way, shape, or form predict Portland to be where they are.
No, nobody did.
I mean, give Coach of the Year to Terry Stotts.
I totally agree.
Give Coach of the Year to Terry Stotts.
Well, Portland is a 6th seed
because nobody. That team was in the
Dallas and
grave.
Utah
People were
Dallas and Utah are
they're using players that never played in a rotation before.
Never.
And they're still a playoff. They got
still a playoff.
Their starting lineup is ridiculous. They have two guys that are legitimate, and then they have everybody else is kind of
so what? Like basically journeymen.
You got Noah Vonleh, who's going to be a bust and a half when it's all said and done.
When it's all said and done, he's a bust. But the Terry Stotts is some way, shape, or form is getting the best out of him.
Well, what? He averages 5 points a game.
I don't know,
is that his best?
Still, no, that's not his best. When teams drafted him, they thought he was going to be at least a 10-10 guy.
Yeah, well, they thought he'd be a stretch 4.
But that's the problem. See, Noah Vonleh should have stayed his butt in school another year. I mean, he came out prematurely like Austin Rivers.
I think
when he shouldn't have.
I think the money was calling him, and I think he went for it. And then what do you got to lose? I mean,
what do you got to lose?
And how many
he's
other?
Not even averaging 5 points a game.
Yeah, how many other drafts would he have been a top 10 pick? Probably. I mean, if he stayed in college, you might have gotten exposed that he can't really play all that well.
Yeah, he was at Indiana. He wasn't really that great at Indiana either. But anyways, not the.
He had the intangibles to be a really good basketball player.
Right. He's a somewhat of a stretch. Big man,
he can. But those are guys.
He can shoot it, but he can shoot it. But he's also at the point where it's if you shoot that and you make it, okay. I
mean, if you would have told Terry Stotts in Portland Trailblazers, and you would have told Terry Stotts in Portland Trailblazers, okay, Terry, see how many wins you can muster with Damian Lillard, T.J. McCollum, and guys like Myers Leonard and Mason Plumlee, Let's see how many wins you're gonna get. Nobody would have thought they were gonna get this.
Alan Crabb has been a nice surprise.
Alan Crabb, a rookie.
Nice.
Alfred Amini.
He's in his second season.
Alan Crabb's Alan
Crabb season maybe.
No, Alan Crabb's a rookie this year.
No, he's not.
He's not. He's his second year.
Maybe his third.
No, what?
Yeah.
Alan Crabb?
Yep.
He's a rookie this year.
Nope.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not.
No.
Bet you a steak dinner.
You want to bake me a steak dinner? We're gonna find out if Alan Crabb is a rookie or not.
All right, and then we'll go talk about the Warriors. Actually, we'll talk about
Alan Crabb. Oh yeah, no, he's definitely not a rookie.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? We haven't seen enough of this guy, so you know what? I'm gonna call him a rook.
No.
Because we haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough of this guy. It's 2016. He's a 30-year veteran, I guess.
That's not the way it works.
How did he? Man, I could have sworn this guy. Man, I didn't know. Cleveland? When did he get picked by Cleveland? I thought this kid was. I remember seeing this kid in college basketball last year.
No.
Oh man, how years go by so fast.
Maybe seen a guy look like him, but.
Anyways, Alan Crabb. Alan Crabb's been playing good off the bench. Jay got Gerald Henderson.
I think he leads the league in
They got Gerald Henderson.
Mid-range jump shot.
I used to call Gerald Henderson Baby Kobe at Duke.
Yeah, Baby Kobe. I do like Gerald Henderson as a player.
Gerald Henderson. I mean, but
he's
you basically told
CJ. Defender, can shoot.
You basically told Damian Lillard, hey, I'm giving you the keys to this broken down Chevy. Get it to the playoffs or do whatever you want with it. And Damian Lillard was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna take it to the shop. I'm gonna get it polished up, and I'm gonna get it nice and waxed up, and we're gonna shine that baby up in the playoffs. That's exactly what he did.
I just don't think they have the talent to survive in the West. Like they're gonna get bounced in the first round probably.
Can I just interject?
Go ahead,
quick.
TJ.
I got the conference standings up right here, and I'm just looking. I'm just looking. The Western Conference is the Western Conference. We all know why teams like Sacramento and other teams like that don't make it because not enough horses in the stable.
I can't believe Sacramento got all that young talent, but go ahead, TJ.
But case in point, they have the pieces there, but they don't have the pieces there.
Okay, would you have predicted Portland to have a better record than Sacramento this year? That's crazy.
But this is the thing,
Wait,
Sacramento is run like that.
Wait. If I'm a team like Sacramento, and I'm looking at my squad, and I got Boogie, I got Rudy Gay, Rajon Rondo, Omri Caspi, who can light it up whenever
Marco Bellinelli, and I'm looking Darren Collison off the bench,
and I'm looking at
fastest
this
player in the NBA,
and I'm all like, man,
this team should make the playoffs.
We got something here, and I look at Portland, and all they got.
It's Damian Lillard.
It's Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum.
Maybe C.J. McCollum on certain nights.
Some nights. And they're 40-36, and Sacramento is 30-46.
Not even gonna sniff the playoffs.
So this is the thing. Sacramento, their organization isn't run well. They chase coaches out of town every year. They drafted Hassan Whiteside and couldn't figure him out. They drafted Boogie Cousins, dude. They need to get, he has to go. Something about it.
Vladdy ain't getting rid of him.
That situation isn't any good for anyone around. And they're never gonna make the playoffs as long as he's still on that team. Because he has this sense of entitlement that's just absurd.
And here's another thing that kind of.
And Rondo's gonna walk next summer.
Oh, Rondo's. I think Rondo will stay. I think Rondo's gonna stay.
George Karl's been gone. They're gonna get some new coach in.
Rondo's got kind of resurrected his career a little bit, because he needed it. He needed that.
He definitely has played. He's played himself into some more money next summer.
He definitely needed it. And I'm looking at the East, and it's if I'm teams like Chicago got hit with the injury bug out of more than any other team in the East.
Wizards.
Outside of Bradley Beal and
John Wall, all those guys kind of had injuries here and there. Marcin Gortat and Nene.
Okay, those two teams here, the Wizards and the Bulls, we know
Memphis
is not in the East.
Some way. What if Rajon Rondo ended up on the Chicago Bulls?
That's not happening.
And played alongside Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler.
Well, think about this.
You'd have to get rid of Derrick Rose.
But outside of those, we know easily that
he's not going.
I know.
That would be great, though. I would love that.
That would be awesome.
I wouldn't want him to wear Luol Deng's number, though.
No.
I'd have a big problem.
He'd have to have a different number, maybe number 10. But you know what? Rajon Rondo on Chicago Bulls, he makes them significantly better, especially when Derrick Rose could. Now you know Derrick Rose is gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna sit out as a general source because Rajon Rondo is gonna play for me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they have the shooters to complement a Rondo.
Nah, I think Rondo will get really, really frustrated in Chicago. He'd blow up the team himself.
That's why he's not more frustrated in Sacramento, man.
It's because he's playing with Boogie.
Dude, but that guy is I never thought that there would be a situation where a guy on a basketball team with Rondo would be more of a headache than Rondo. Boogie Cousins is horrible, dude. He's horrible for that franchise, horrible for that organization. He needs to go.
But he's not. You say he needs to go. Sacramento is not going to get rid of their best player.
Dude,
they're not going to do it. Stop it, zip it, close it up, put it
away.
Throw it away. That is a losing battle. He is not going anywhere. He's going to be in Sacramento till the day he probably dies.
I don't know about that, TJ. Until he dies,
free agency's a thing. You think he's staying when free agency hits? Nah.
If they throw more money at him than anybody else, yes.
No way. Boogie Cousins is eventually going to get tired of losing.
I think Sacramento, they're probably missing another wing.
No, they're not, dude. There's no reason Sacramento's
and a power forward.
There's no reason Sacramento's not a playoff team.
Power forward.
There's no reason Sacramento's not competing for titles right now. They have the pieces around. They have a bunch of really good players. The problem is they hate their coaches all the time, and they Boogie Cousins hates the coach all the time. And they have to get rid of the coach because Boogie Cousins doesn't like him.
And I'm looking at this. We all know Chicago and Washington are easily 50-win teams. When everyone's healthy. So if I'm looking at an Indiana, I'm all Indiana should be better than what they are.
But definitely better because they got Monta and George.
Milwaukee should be better than what they are.
Monte Ellis hasn't really. Monte Ellis hasn't.
Carter Williams.
Monte Ellis hasn't been as good as people thought he'd be in Indiana.
Like Milwaukee should. I understand like Michael Carter
the Greek
Williams
freak got another trip yesterday.
But Milwaukee should be better than
point guard.
Next
year.
Milwaukee should be better than what they are, and New York, like what? I'm not even
come on, man, let's not.
I think I'm not even gonna touch New York.
Don't even touch any of those teams beside Milwaukee.
Philly and they need to figure that process out quickly.
Brooklyn out of that.
People thought Orlando was gonna be a playoff team this year, but that hasn't panned out or worked.
Washington's about another loss from losing from.
I mean,
I think they're already done.
Legit, like we all like
they're still in contention.
It is fair,
but they may be, but it's over.
Like it is fair, it's fair to know, it is well known that when Chicago and Milwaukee, when both these teams are healthy, they are easily 50-win teams. Like I said, when we did our NBA previews first semester, I already said like I'm not sold on Washington because Bradley Beal and John Wall ain't gonna play 20 games together. If that.
They played more than 20 games.
Yeah, but I mean, Bradley Beal's been hurt. He's been hurt. That's the one thing you got to look at Bradley Beal. Like his injuries, like he hasn't really been healthy at all his career. Like he hasn't played a full season. And you can say that about a lot of NBA players, but he's a young NBA player.
All right, so let's
be up there.
Let's segue over to the D'Angelo Russell thing.
Go ahead. You wanted to talk about it.
He said, "Go ahead." You wanted to talk about it. D'Angelo Russell,
for me personally, is really screwed up. But I don't think it'll affect his long-term career if he becomes a superstar.
I think that for the Lakers, this is going to hurt them in the long run because you're going to have a lot of free agents that are not going to want to come there because of this guy.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Ain't gonna go that far.
We're talking about Los Angeles.
Yeah,
with the banners upstairs.
Yeah, but the league is like these pro sports, these professional leagues, these players are looking like, what have you done for me lately? And they haven't done zilch lately.
That's because they're in a rebuild.
And it's
still they haven't done zilch.
And it's Jim Buss's fault.
Yeah, but why would you want to go? Why would you want to go to a team that the guy's not going to put the right pieces around?
I think
hire the right coaches.
I think that's
for you guys.
Absurd.
They don't even look. They're not even. LA's so ridiculous. They pick their head coaches based on glamour and stuff like that, or if they came out of the program. They'll rather go out and go get Luke Walton instead of a Tom Thibodeau or Scott Brooks.
Luke Walton has earned an opportunity as a coach in the NBA.
Yeah, but he hasn't really he hasn't really proved anything in the NBA besides taking that really, really good Warriors team and winning about 40-something games in a row. But that's a small sample size. Look at Tom Thibodeau. Look at Tom Thibodeau. His sample size in the regular season.
The great dictator. What they go 34-3?
I don't know. They were excellent.
Before Steve Kerr came back.
Yeah.
They go 34-3. I mean, that's not his players, but they easily could have went the other way.
I didn't see them going. We don't see them going the other way.
But I'm just saying that we don't know what Luke Walton was gonna do.
Luke Walton has earned an opportunity to coach in the have a team of his own.
Right. And Tom Thibodeau should be on somebody's radar.
I think he's going to be counting his stacks for one more season.
That's the problem. They went and got when they went and got Steve Nash and Dwight Howard. They had Mike D'Antoni. After Phil Jackson, and after that they go get Mike Brown, and then they go get Byron Scott.
I think they fired Mike Brown after 5 games.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, you go get guys and you think, oh yeah, these guys are Hollywood type of guys. I mean, go get a coach that's actually gonna freaking make a difference. Tom Thibodeau, Scott Brooks, Mark Jackson.
I think it's a little unfair for Byron Scott.
Lionel Hollins.
Byron Scott's a pretty good coach. He was the coach of those Hornet teams.
Really good coach.
Those Hornet teams that were at Chris Paul when they were Chris Paul and David West.
And Tyson Chandler.
Yeah, those were pretty good basketball teams. And Byron Scott is nothing.
Yeah, but you're not giving him a Chris Paul, David West.
I know. That's why he's still.
That's why.
It's like the same thing when we talked about
Brett Brown. If Brett Brown was on any other team, he's fired a long time ago. He's been in Philly what?
But I think that the team is somewhat competitive is a total for how much.
This is the worst season in Lakers history.
Okay. But they
worst season.
Yeah, but they needed to have.
You thought last year was bad. This was worse.
They needed to have this bad season in order to keep their pick.
They get bad. Well, okay, all right.
If they don't end up in the top 3, it goes to Phoenix. Or
now, do you think that with this D'Angelo Russell, now do you think the Lakers are like,
Well, Phoenix.
Maybe I should have. Maybe we should have grabbed Jaleel Okafor.
No, I don't think
well,
so.
Phoenix gonna
instead
get
of
a
this
top
guy,
pick
D'Angelo
anyway.
Russell.
Jaleel Okafor has been a headache too. Let's not pretend like Jaleel.
Yeah, but he's been better than D'Angelo Russell this year.
He's been a little bit of a headache, and now he's injured. He's had meniscus tear. He's had surgery.
Phoenix gonna get a top 3 pick anyway because they're the 3rd worst team.
Yeah, but I think that pick goes to Philly anyways.
Wouldn't it be so fitting for?
Well, Philly gonna get the first pick.
Yeah.
What Ben Simmons?
I mean, well, that's not.
Yeah, because
that's not assumed.
If Lakers falls outside of the top 3, I think that pick goes to Philly. So Philly could potentially have 2 top 5 picks.
Well, if the Lakers fall out the top 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't get.
They get the Sixers pick.
Which I think which I think the whole draft lottery process is utterly ridiculous.
I wish they would just do that in front of everyone, bring out the stupid thing they use and like when you watch the lottery on TV, how they have it's a 7 and just do it like that. Why do they have to do it in a closed room when nobody else can see and nobody in the house?
Televised.
No, it's not.
The draft lottery is definitely
no, it's
televised.
not.
The draft lottery.
Yeah, but you don't get to see the actual ping pong balls, how it actually.
They actually do that too.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
I've watched the draft lottery several years.
But they pick they're like, oh, they got the 10th pick and this.
Yeah, but they don't actually show you the ping pong balls and how that system.
Why do you want to see the ping pong balls?
Because I want to make sure it's not rigged. How the Bulls got that pick to get Derrick Rose. We have 1.7% chance. 1.7.
I'm not saying much, but
that's this year.
No, I think it's even less than that this year.
No,
that's a little skeptical.
To get.
When we got Derrick Rose, it was a 1.7% chance.
1.7%.
No, it was not. It was less.
Yeah, it was.
Less.
Was it less?
It was less. It was definitely less. We didn't have a percent.
I thought it was 1.7%.
That's
to get the first pick this year.
It was literally the only ball that did not get picked.
Legit, we had a zero. It was a 0.8% chance to get Rose, and we got.
There's literally we had one ping pong ball in there, and the one ping pong ball lasted to the first pick.
and when those ping pong balls, when a team gets picked and their ping pong ball comes out, do they take out all their ping pong balls?
I guess, yeah.
I don't know.
That sounds like it takes forever.
I think they should do a draft lottery bingo.
That would be cool.
How would that work?
I'm sure that's how it is. They just spin this thing and then they
pull
pull out.
Whatever team gets bingo first, gets number 1 overall pick.
Oh my God, really?
I'm just saying, make it fun. Make it fun for everybody.
So you tell us?
How was that fun for us? Are we gonna watch?
So you mean to tell me the top 14 teams that's in the lottery, they gonna have their little bingo cards, and Adam Silver's gonna B52, and whoever got B52 got to put a thing down.
Yeah, because I think this
don't
whole
forget to
ping
get the
pong
free
ball
space.
thing is stupid.
Get the free
You got the free space. Everybody get that free space.
That's ridiculous, man.
No.
But
I was I've been watching it. I've been watching ESPN and SportsCenter ever since the whole D'Angelo Russell thing went down, and some guys on NFL Live was talking about it. They was out. I think Damian Willie was like, "Oh, well, I can't be teammates with this guy." I'm like, "Well, that's an NFL locker room, not an NBA locker room. Stop trying to cross it over."
Marty called him a corn dog or something.
Stop trying to cross. Byron Scott is on the record of saying when he drafted him he was 19, but he acts like he's 14. That was a 14-year-old move. That was a kid move.
That's not even, man. I don't even know
whether he did it whether it was on purpose or on accident. It's just whatever you were doing to the point where you were recording someone. First off, in the state of California, it is illegal to record. Yes, it is.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
One party consent state.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
What's his name? Sterling was suing his girlfriend for recording that conversation he had.
One party consent state.
He's still suing her.
He's gonna lose.
He's still suing her.
He's gonna lose. Okay. It's a one-party consent state.
I'm finna look this shit up right now.
I know that.
Anyways, D'Angelo Russell definitely. He's definitely even if he moves on, the Lakers, he doesn't work out for the Lakers, he goes to another team. I mean, you're still gonna have a little speculation. This is how you get rid of this, okay? You definitely have to play. You have to practice and
California, 2-party consent state. Google
just got that answer right.
Touche.
They ain't our advertising.
Nah,
though. Anyways,
pursue him.
But D'Angelo Russell, he either has to play his butt off. He has to play his butt off like crazy next season. he has to make a leap. He has to make the leap to like being their best player on the team.
I think if like because of I think it's convenient. I think it's actually really good that this happened when it happened towards the end of the season because I think this will be totally forgotten by next season.
Oh, definitely.
Nah, but
unless like sports and like because they have a habit of bringing.
I don't think.
You know what I think you do? But you know what I think you do though?
What you do?
If you're the Lakers, I think this is the perfect time to get rid of all the knuckleheads on that team. Nick
Young's on I think his contract expires.
Nick Young, don't re-sign him. He's a knucklehead. You got veterans on that team that contribute to the immaturity of these young players.
And Nick Young is pretty immature.
Nick Young's immature. I don't look at Robert Sacre as immature, but I think if you want to keep
Robert
a veteran guy,
Sacre is the worst draft pick ever, first or second round.
Did he come from Gonzaga?
He's got a ring.
He got what now?
I'm pretty sure he's got a ring.
Because he got a really big ring. Because it's a really big team.
I'm pretty sure
he was riding that bench.
I'm pretty sure he was on that second Laker team.
Oh, he got what now?
I'm pretty sure he was on that second Laker team.
He was riding that bench. Yeah, but I think this is the opportunity for the Lakers, for Jim Buss to be like, hey, this kid, messed up, yada, 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 but do we really want to re-sign Nick Young because of this kid? Do we really want to bring back, certain players? Like, I even think you get rid of Lou Williams. I really think...
Lou Williams is a good basketball player. He doesn't talk. You don't hear nothing from Lou Williams, and he's under contract for a while.
I know, but there's a few guys on that team that you just gotta get rid of.
He does not have a championship ring.
You gotta get rid of Nick Young. You get rid of Huertas. I don't know. He's not a knucklehead.
Huertas young.
Get Robert Sacre out. No, he's not young.
He's NBA young.
He's
NBA young.
I know because he's playing
Jose
international.
Calderon.
Yeah.
Okay.
They actually might bring Huertas back because
that guy's been really funny for like Shaq and the Fool things.
Yeah, but
he did some stuff that was just.
But then they got these other guys. They got these other front court players I can't even name that are.
Brandon Bass. They got Julius Randle. They got
no. I'm not talking about Julius Randle or Brandon Bass. You keep, but those other guys. The other guy with the weird head.
Tariq Black.
Tariq Black, you got some other guys on that team that I think are knuckleheads that you gotta get rid of. Who's the him?
The Roy Hibbert. Come on.
Roy Hibbert. You gotta get rid of him. He's another knucklehead.
He's another
veteran. He's another veteran type of knuckle. I mean, come on, man. First of all, Roy Hibbert's career's been over since Frank Vogel was like, okay, you can't block shots anymore.
Can I just say this?
You can't rebound basketball anymore.
Can I really just say this? Roy? The only reason Roy Hibbert is in the NBA is because he's 7'2".
Maybe, yeah, probably.
He wasn't that good at. He was okay in college. He was never good at Indiana.
He was good once.
I've never seen a 7'2" player.
When he went to the All-Star game.
Become unable to grab rebounds and block shots. He's 7'2". He
doesn't play very much for Los Angeles.
That's a better reason to get rid of him.
And
then the biggest one,
even worse. Like
the biggest one,
you're on the second worst team in the league, and you can't crack the rotation.
Right.
That's because they want to play.
You got Tariq Black in front of you. That's ridiculous.
Hey, Roy Hibbert's the only player on the team that started every game this season.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
What?
Thank you. You started on the worst team in the NBA. Nice.
Every game
on the worst team. Like Philly's better than you guys.
He's the only player on the team to start every game this season.
That's embarrassing. The Lakers should be embarrassed with this whole situation.
They split with Philly.
They're embarring. And then the biggest one that's hindering their team.
And Roy Hibbert doesn't play very much. It's not his fault that they're not any good.
The biggest one.
If they were playing for Hibbert 40 minutes a night, he'd be
tearing it up. No, he would not.
Yes, he would be.
Not having Kobe Bryant back is going to help the Lakers out tremendously.
Because that contract is going.
No, first of all, the contract's gone, and plus he's not taking a bajillion shots, and it's not a sideshow everywhere you go this season. So you're finally gonna develop some of your players and not have Kobe in the background like, pass me the ball, give me the ball, and then crunch time.
Well,
it's my time.
Well, he Kobe.
I know, but still, Kobe help him develop, man.
He Kobe.
Yeah, he's not being there is hurting their development.
I agree.
But okay, that's true. But if I'm Kobe. And if I'm Kobe, I'm like, hey, if I tell a rookie to pass me the ball, hey, Rook,
you better pass me the ball.
Pass me that ball.
Yeah, I know, but still,
I saw a video of when one night Kobe wasn't playing, he was dressed up like he was in street clothes, or not street clothes, but he was in the suit, and D'Angelo Russell is sitting down on the bench, and Kobe made Russell get up and sit on the floor so Kobe can sit on the bench.
Yeah, that's another example. That's another example. D'Angelo Russell.
He is Kobe.
D'Angelo Russell's just like,
Hey,
oh
he
my
legit,
God,
like he
can't
legit, like
stand
still
how
up.
he
He was
is.
like, "Hey, get up."
Nobody even predicted this low kind of immaturity coming out of college. Nobody predicted this. Everybody's like, he's a great floor leader. He's great this. He's great that. And he's just an immature kid. That just
all
does not
D'Angelo
know.
Russell needs to do is put it all together, both on the court and off the
I
court.
think it'll go
and
by,
he
but
will be,
it'll
like
be
you said,
like a
like,
year.
it's, like,
This
it's
situation's
like,
gonna blow
like,
over
it's
by
gonna
next season.
it's gonna blow over, but like he has to live with what he.
If he doesn't play well though, if he becomes like one of those busts, you can.
Oh, yeah,
this will
he-
be the
Like
reason.
he has to
Yeah.
live. Like
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
watched the
definitely.
press conference. He's all like, "Man, I feel sick, more sick than ever, and I wish I could take this away." Well, it's all like, I don't know what you were doing to the point where you had to record him. Like what?
Yeah,
What
that
is-
was a bush league.
Like,
man.
that was
That was bad.
That was bad. I mean, yeah, any other normal human being in this world. I mean, especially you're asking him specific questions regarding like his infidelity towards, and he's about to get married or his fiance's
I don't
Iggy
think that's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
or whatever the case
I don't
is.
know. I don't know what the status.
I don't know what the status
I don't
is,
know
but
where-
you're
I
asking him questions.
And
that
let
you
me
posted.
let me tell you what. I don't care what that says.
We
don't care what that status is. But still,
Like,
you
it's
know,
the-
any other normal man. It's like
it's the fact that.
But
yeah.
I feel bad for Nick Young though, because like his off, like he doesn't. I know he's like a knucklehead a little bit on the court, but he seems like a genuinely like pretty nice guy.
yeah.
Like, Nick Young seems like a nice guy.
He's
Like,
off the court, like you never heard of Nick Young, like
Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
getting
Any
into fights
type
or
of
shooting.
trouble
You just
or
hear goofy
nothing like
stuff
that.
about Nick Young. Like certain comments that
Yeah.
he says.
like Nick Young been in the league what 10
10
years?
years.
10
Yeah,
years?
Nick Young.
And
Yeah, he goes about his business. He's quiet. Like he's just a little bit of
I
a
just
basket
find-
case when he gets on the floor.
I just find it funny how Nick Young's been in here 10 years, never got in trouble off the court. D'Angelo Russell, Jaleel Okafor, rookies. D'Angelo Russell gets in trouble because he's recording conversations and stuff. Jaleel Okafor likes to get in bar fights. And-
He doesn't like to. He just does.
He gets pistols pulled on him. That could have been a really bad situation.
Can you imagine if he got shot and killed?
Oh,
Like
man.
the Sixers,
Let's not
that would
think
just
about
be like the Sixers' luck.
It's like
they,
Joel
they draft a
Embiid.
guy who goes to the bar, gets into a brawl, gets shot and killed.
it's like,
Let's not think about it. Let's not
Yeah.
put that
But
on
it's
anybody.
All right, so let's switch over to Golden State now.
Yeah, Golden State.
So Golden
yes.
State
That
lost
was-
last night.
That was a great
First
game last
First,
night.
the home streak is done.
Not for Golden State.
They're not
Yes.
even going to finish this entire season undefeated at home.
Nope.
Spurs are.
Probably.
Or,
They got.
I don't know, but
Did
I mean,
they?
what if they got a couple home games down the stretch?
So
right?
bigger picture.
They might rest one of those guys.
Bigger picture. I was
That's
talking.
true.
I was talking to this about
but it's
somebody
the
else.
Spurs. Like they still find a way to.
Yeah.
They can sit their four
They
best
got.
players.
They're super deep.
They can sit their four best players and still win. Like,
I don't
But
know about that.
I'm going to say this right now. That loss last night is going to cost them a chance at the record.
did you?
They're
no,
gonna
They
lose 2 games now.
They looked so dejected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after they
that
lost
loss.
that game, they look like they just lost the championship.
I swear to God,
They
they
was
did.
just
They just
like,
like.
Oh damn, we lost.
I do
I
like
think,
how
I think,
the
dude,
fact that,
I think they got five out of the 6 games are like they're not gimmies. They got to play Portland, who already beat them once. They got to play San Antonio twice,
and
once at
has
home,
confidence at beating them.
and they have to play San Antonio twice,
Yeah.
once at home, and they got to play Memphis twice.
Yeah.
And say what you want about Memphis, they're gonna
They
they're gonna
got-
play hard. They're gonna give you.
They're gonna play hard.
Yeah,
They're
they
gonna give you
like
everything
you- yeah, they got two.
They got 1 gimme game. I can't remember who
Minnesota.
they played. Yeah, they played
Minnesota.
Minnesota's playing them tough too.
But you want to know what the contrast of the yesterday's game? You got one game where a team they're playing for the record and the glamour, trying to get beat 72 games, and they're trying to extend their home win streak. They're the number 1 seed. They pretty much don't have anything to really play for anymore. Besides, they already got that locked up. Boston, on the other hand, played with a lot more sense of urgency because they're trying to get that number 3 seed. Between the 3 and the 6 seeds in the East, it's up for grabs.
Game and a half.
It's up for grabs. So
Charlotte.
Boston came out
Charlotte's 4.
playing crazy
They were the
good.
3 seed. They were.
Charlotte's 4.
Where is Boston 3 now?
Boston
think so.
came out
Yeah.
playing really good defense.
Miami is
Playing
3.
great perimeter defense, knocking down shots. I mean, it's like the fourth quarter, they barely missed a shot, Boston. I think they
Yeah.
hit like 8 shots in a row.
Miami's 3, Charlotte's 4, Atlanta's 5, and Boston is 6. And they're all like you said, game and a half.
Yeah,
apiece.
they're all close. So Boston was out.
It's pretty
over
much gonna
there
be like the Western
playing.
Conference last year, where it's all like one win could knock someone down to because San Antonio went from like a 2nd seed to a 6th seed. And,
Yeah.
And Houston went up to a 2 seed, so it's like
Yeah.
I think Warriors are in trouble. I think they're gonna. Their record's gonna. I don't think they're gonna get the record now. I really do feel strongly about that.
Well,
I think Portland's going to get them, and they're going to lose one San Antonio game. That'll be the end of the record.
This guy Damian Lillard's gonna get another 50-point game.
And especially if San Antonio beats them the first time. Let's say they beat Portland. I think if San Antonio beats them, they're gonna go for that second game. They're gonna try to get that. They're like, you're not getting the record on our floor.
Man, yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's looking a little bit bleak. I mean, I think their percentage went down to 51%. It's pretty much a toss-up if they're gonna get the record
because before that Boston game, they had like a 90% chance of.
Man, Boston yesterday
they could have
showed
lost
me
a bunch of games lately. They could have lost that Utah game. They could they've been playing. Teams have been playing them tough. Like I think the fatigue factor.
Also, not having Andre Iguodala hurt them yesterday.
And I think the fatigue factor of going for the record might be wearing on them a little.
I think so too. I think at this point, do you think is it worth it now?
Oh, absolutely.
But come on, really,
if you're gonna go this far, like you're gonna get to this point, you might as well just go for it. What are you gonna lose in this? I understand, like if you don't win the title, like it's gonna be like you want. I think you want to get that record. Like you want it. You've already been playing, like you're playing all season to earn this opportunity to get the record. You're just be like with 7 games left, like nah, we're gonna give up. We don't care.
Give those guys some rest, man. I mean, I know they've been blowing teams out all year and they've been getting a lot of rest over the long season. But still, those guys are still out there playing an NBA game. Give those guys rest down the stretch. Who cares? You got the number 1 seed locked up. Yeah, number 1 seed locked up. You're probably gonna be the odds-on favorite to make it to the finals and to win the finals again. Home court advantage.
You don't have home court advantage.
What's the point? What's the point of this record for glam?
I get what you're saying, but it's all like I get what you're saying.
You don't get trophies for this.
No, I get what you're saying. We get what you're saying, but like, look how long it's been since a team has even came close.
They're still considered.
Touching 72 and 10.
But they're still considered. Even if they don't get the record, they're still considered one of the greatest teams to ever play in a season.
I think if you like,
look at all the records that they've broken: threes, field goal percentage, home win streak. Come on, man.
I think if you're the Warriors at this point, I think you go for it. You got 6 games left. And I think that those Memphis games they're gonna win those Memphis games. I mean, Memphis is like
no Marc Gasol,
no Mike Conley,
they're pretty beaten up. They're pretty much like they're hobbling on one leg to the finish line.
They called Jordan Farmar who was doing whatever.
He was over there. They got him from the 7-Eleven. He was over there just chilling, hanging out. They just plucked him up. He was like, "Oh, come on, Jordan.
We need a point guard.
You need a point guard. Let's go." Yeah, man.
Real quick with the Denver situation. So we'll switch over to the NFL.
Oh yeah, nice.
Let's just talk over about this Denver situation. Who do you think will be their starting quarterback week 1?
Oh my.
They're gonna have to. They don't draft one. It's gonna be Sanchez.
They're gonna have to try.
Do you think Kaepernick is not? There's no way that happens.
Seattle, San Fran. How much was his bonus? Like
11.9 million.
Who's still out there?
So 12
quarterbacks
million.
are out there? Fitzmagic's.
Don't say that.
Hey,
Fitzmagic? Are you serious?
Dude, that's clever.
The beard? I like the beard more than Fitzmagic. I like the beard better than Fitzmagic.
Oh, dude,
his beard is crazy good.
I mean, if I'm Denver, if I'm Elway,
the thing is,
there's not much.
The April Fool's joke of Elway signing Manziel to a 1-year, $9 million. That was kind of funny. I mean,
that's great.
He's telling me he's like, oh hey, Elway signed Manziel. I'm like, nah, like no way.
He's like, I feel like you judged me. I'm like, I am not.
I Google it everywhere. I'm like looking it up. I'm like, nah, I don't think so, man. I'm like, this would be all over the internet.
Who are quarterbacks out there to grab for Denver? I mean,
well, because now that Kaepernick money has become guaranteed at $11.9 million, they don't have the cap room to straight out trade for him.
Exactly.
So they'd have to package him with some other players.
And RG3 is in Cleveland, and
they could get Fitzmagic.
I'm looking at the quarterbacks.
No.
The quarterbacks that maybe Denver. I don't know.
Paxton Lynch, maybe if they draft him, but I don't think he'll start week 1. It'll probably be the Sanchez.
If I had to choose between Paxton Lynch and Mark Sanchez going into week 1, give me the rookie. Give me the rookie. Nick Foles is out there, I think.
No, he's not. He's under contract.
They got Johnny Manziel's out there.
Johnny Manziel's not going
Johnny Manziel.
Jimmy Clausen's out there.
No.
God.
Matt Flynn's out there.
No.
Yeah. Josh Freeman's out there.
Josh Freeman.
How about Bruce Gradkowski?
No.
No?
He started for the
Well,
Raiders.
Josh Johnson, the backup for the Bills?
No.
Yeah, man. There's nobody out there for them to grab.
They got to draft one.
I think Fitzpatrick. It's either you go Fitzpatrick or you go draft a quarterback like.
Or you stuck with Mark Sanchez.
I don't know if they have the cap room to make it. Like,
I think
they'd have to restructure some of their other contracts in order to get the Fitz.
He is.
Yeah, they traded for him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or you
and Mark Sanchez has proven that he can when he went to the AFC Championship games 2 years in a row. Mark Sanchez has proven that he can game manage as long as you give him a good defense.
Okay,
as long as you don't. That was after the defense.
Okay, but fumble.
As long as you don't ask him to do a whole lot.
Okay, hot dog. Eating hot dogs on the side. Come on, man. He's a joke, man. He's a joke. He's a joke. He's a joke. Come on, man. Denver is not gonna be that great offense.
They'll be fine next year.
As long as they can get some type of quarterback from the 7-Eleven to hand the ball off to their, one of their 2 or 3 running backs. Or it could be for the mobile.
Family Dollar.
They can be from the shell. They just any random Joe coming from the streets playing quarterback, just handing it off to the running back.
They got the 31st overall pick. They're not gonna get Goff or Wentz because they're probably gonna be the first 2 quarterbacks.
Carson Wentz, Jared Goff are gonna be off the board. So you might have
you got Paxton Lynch.
Paxton Lynch might be off the
They might they might go out.
You think he'll be there when he's still there?
They might go out.
How about what if they go get Christian Hackenberg, your man, your guy, the myth, the man, the legend.
Christian
Hackenberg.
They might go get Paxton Lynch because of how much he resembles Osweiler with the size and like his
intangibles.
They might trade up for him.
Give or take an
I don't
inch
think they'll
because
do that either.
You think they like trade like Shane Ray maybe move up in the draft maybe?
Nope. They got too many plans for him.
I think if Paxton Lynch falls to them, I think they'll take him, but I don't think they're gonna move up.
What if Paxton Lynch doesn't fall to him and Christian somebody picks up Christian? Then what?
They can get somebody later.
Who are they gonna? Who's out there? Who's the quarterback out there?
They get the guy from Mississippi State.
Dak Prescott?
Yeah. He impressed in the combine.
I can see that. I can see Dak Prescott. Hey, man. If all fails, you got to go with your last playoff quarterback. Not that ended up.
Tim Tebow? Oh, I saw that. Yeah, Tim Tebow.
Yeah. So, you can go plug Tim Tebow out from the ESPN broadcast and be like, hey.
You better than get someone from the Sun.
Yeah, SEC. Well, they're with ESPN. They're with ESPN.
That's the SEC.
He shows up on College Game Day sometimes.
So if you get like Dak Prescott, like I think that could be like he also could work in Kubiak's system with like the zone blocking.
Yeah, I think Dak Prescott would be a good pickup.
I mean, if you got nobody else,
if he's there.
I mean, if you have no choice. I mean, you can draft him way later too, so you wouldn't have to get him in the first round. You can get him
I would.
If
I was Denver, if if you know you're not gonna have a really good quarterback.
But Paxton Lynch is on the board at that 31st.
Go get another running back. What if they go get Derrick Henry?
Or what if
they go get Derrick Henry?
They got
CJ Anderson. Boom. Yeah, and then boom. Look, Derrick Henry. Boom. That's like a 3-headed monster.
No.
Come on, man. Look, man. They're not gonna have a good running. They're not gonna have a good quarterback. So you're gonna have to need a running game.
Let's be realistic.
Or one of those guys falls off, breaks his knee or something.
What if they were to trade for Mike Glennon?
From Tampa? I like Mike Glennon.
Yeah.
He's pretty solid.
He's got a big arm. Apparently, they want the house for him though.
Why? Why do you value your backup quarterback so much?
Because if you're Tampa Bay, why give him away? Like but
you got Jameis. You got Jameis Winston.
Yeah, man.
Pretty much the way he plays.
Mike Glennon didn't cost you much at all.
He ain't never getting hurt.
He was like a third-round pick.
Like a grandma. He going like a grandpa.
He was like a third-round pick. Mike Glennon's not costing you nothing. You always just keep him there until he's a free agent or whatever. Like if somebody wants to give you a bunch of stuff for him, okay. We'll get rid of him.
A bunch of second and third rounders for Mike Glennon.
Dude, I think that would be like if you're Tampa Bay getting a second-round pick back for Mike Glennon would be like a steal.
I think that would be a steal. Yes, you're right on that. But I do believe that Denver they should go get another running back. Because what if Ronnie Hillman falls off? What if Ronnie Hillman, CJ, especially Derrick Henry, the way he played last year. The way Derrick Henry played last season, come on. If you pick up Derrick Henry...
Let's be real. They don't need a running back, so they're not going to get a running back.
They don't need a running back, but still, though, you got to prepare your season. They need a quarterback. Yes, first pick, go get a quarterback. Second pick, go get a running back.
He's not going to be there in the second round. They pick in the second round. Derrick Henry, he's going to be like mid-second round pick.
Any of those good running backs. You can get a running back in the fourth round.
The guy from Indiana, maybe?
Any of those guys, man.
I forgot his name that quick.
Yeah.
Any of those guys. Any of the running backs You go get a running back, and because Ronnie Hillman or C.J. Anderson, one of them's gonna fall off.
One of them's gonna get injured.
Because they're gonna run the ball a bajillion times a game. That's gonna be their offense. Run the ball 3 times. Even on third down, they're gonna run the ball.
No, they're not, dude. They'll find a way to be better than that, dude.
They're basically gonna be like
All right, so last verdict. Who's the starting quarterback for Denver week 1?
Paxton Lynch.
John Elway's gonna come out of retirement.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Sanchez.
You're gonna say it's Sanchez?
Yeah.
I say they find some way to. I like the Glennon thing. I say they find some way to get a quarterback in the draft.
I'm saying Paxton Lynch, assuming they're gonna draft Paxton Lynch. So Paxton Lynch.
I assuming they draft Paxton Lynch or they get Christian Hackenberg.
I don't think you can throw a rookie into that situation.
No, I know. Well, no, I think you can throw a rookie into that situation.
It's the AFC West. It's the AFC West. They pretty much have that division.
No,
Kansas City,
Oakland, Chargers are all gonna be better.
All of them are gonna be. Oh, I don't know about the Chargers.
Oh, they're gonna be fine.
I don't know about the Chargers. Oh man, I don't know about the Chargers.
Who cares? Eric Idle's been hasn't been as good this season, like the last couple seasons. Anyways.
Definitely Kansas City and Oakland got better.
Oakland improved their offensive line.
Okay, those other teams are there, but y'all mean to tell me every year Denver's not the favorite to win that?
I don't think they are this year. I think Oakland and Kansas City would be the favorite to win that division. I think
Kansas City is definitely going to be the favorite because they got all their offensive players intact. You're going to get Jamal Charles back. Hopefully.
Yeah, Knife Davis wants to be traded.
No, Davis wants to get traded.
Yeah.
Like you're strictly a kickoff return.
I guess they gave LaKendrick West and that other guy.
West and
the other
Spencer
guy.
Ware.
Yeah, they gave them a bunch of money. So now Davis is like, what? Come on.
I know. Now Davis, he's like, you're just a kickoff returner. Not even that. So
okay. I make my money like that. Okay.
I don't think your longevity.
I definitely think it's either gonna come down to Kansas City or Oakland. I don't know if Oakland's ready to make that move.
They're ready. Their defense is going to be top.
Their team is going to be really top
Irvin.
notch. Yeah. If
they get a corner safety.
They still got Alden Smith, right?
I think he's a free agent, but he might get suspended by the league at some point. I'm sure that's going to be. They never did originally after his airport shit and all the other stuff.
Yeah,
so much talent being wasted.
Even though he was old, he was still their best corner. You got to find, like you said, they need a corner.
He played safety, I think, at the end.
But you need a DB to replace Charles Woodson.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
They draft something, maybe like Jalen Ramsey or
Jalen Ramsey's gonna go first number.
I don't think so.
Overall, maybe.
Or Vernon Hargraves.
Top 3.
Yeah, that cute corner from
They're
Florida.
not even. Those guys are gonna be gone by the time the Raiders are picking.
No, when are the Raiders?
Vernon Hargraves. It's gonna be gone on top 10 pick. The Raiders got like a what are they? Slotted in the teens.
Got the top 10 pick.
Are the Raiders slotted in the teens?
I thought they had a top 10 pick.
I thought the Raiders were in the teens. They're in the teens, I thought. Anyways, yeah.
All right, we'll talk about it later. Yeah. So we'll be back next week. Anything you want to add last minute?
How
do we feel about the Bulls? Are they gonna make the playoffs?
I wanted to touch up a little. I wanted to touch up a little bit on the Bulls. If they win tonight, they'll make. I hope they get a 7 seed. If they could get a 7 seed, and they could go against the Raptors, they might have a fighter chance of getting out that first round.
I think they could beat.
If they slide, I think they could beat Toronto. If they slide up against Cleveland, they're gonna get busted in 5 games.
They might not even make it 5.
Yeah. And so yeah.
I'm gonna say 5.
For some reason tonight, though, I just feel like I can't stand Reggie Jackson. So for some reason tonight, I think Reggie Jackson's gonna go off for a bajillion points and beat the Bulls. They can't stop the high pick and roll. They can never stop the high pick and roll with anybody. Especially with Detroit. Detroit makes them look foolish with the high pick and roll.
It's because they have
ridiculous.
The players, and they haven't. I don't think we played them since they got Tobias Harris. Who's going to be giving us nightmares?
I don't know what we're going to see out of the Bulls today, man.
Little buckets?
Or Marcus Morris.
I thought that trade got rescinded.
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Little Buckets is not. I thought Little Buckets was on Houston.
Yeah, I don't think he got. I think that trade got because of Dante Monteunus got injured.
Yeah, Dante Monteunus did get injured, so they did a
physical on him.
Yeah, so the physical, so he didn't get traded.
Marcus Morris is still in Detroit, though.
Yeah, Marcus Morris is still in Detroit.
Thornton?
No, Marcus Morris.
Oh.
Marcus Thornton is in Houston.
I've been saying Morris.
Yeah, they actually kept him. They actually worked
I don't know
out.
why I said Little Buckets.
Actually worked out in Houston's favor that Monteunus stayed actually, but
I guess.
Yeah, I think the Bulls if they make the playoffs, man, they better hope they go against Toronto. That's all I gotta say. And if they go against Cleveland's so dysfunctional now these days. I mean,
they're still gonna. LeBron is gonna be like, he's gonna take it. Like LeBron's LeBron, man. We can't beat him. We never proved that we can beat him.
We can never.
We'll never beat him. Like we have to wait for him to retire.
Those other times we couldn't beat him because he had Wade and Bosh. Like,
No.
But what happens? What do you think happens if the Bulls don't make the playoffs? I just want to get a little.
Well, something about the Gar Foreman's gonna get fired.
That was April Fool's. That was the April Fool's joke. If you actually clicked on the link, it was like April Fool's.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
I didn't read it.
It was April
You
Fool's.
didn't click on the link you shared?
When you click on the link that you shared, it was an April Fool's joke.
I just said I believe it when I see it.
It was an April Fool's joke. I was like,
to read it.
well, I mean, I knew it was April Fool's from the get-go. I mean, I've been listening to talk show radio all week, and from what I hear is like at the end of the season, if they don't make the playoffs, look, they signed Hoiberg for like $25 million. He's not going anywhere. Gar Forman and John Paxson, they ain't going nowhere. Even though you want to blame them, they ain't going nowhere. I think they're gonna give at least Gar Forman one last shot. And I think like John Paxson is pretty much untouchable in that organization. He's pretty much untouchable as a vice president of basketball operations. It's pretty much your GM.
I thought that was Scott's spot.
Huh?
But John Paxson's the president of basketball operations.
Yeah, he's president of basketball operations.
Scotty's vice.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Player development or something.
He's the president of basketball operations. So
they just need to get that spot to Pippen.
Man, Jerry, sure. I don't even want to talk about Jerry.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Gar Forman, he's gonna be under the hot seat one more year. One more year to get. Yeah, I mean, did you hear that quote that I sent you guys? Where he said baseball's a religion, baseball's American, and basketball's just a game. I mean, when you hear that from your owner, you pretty much know his stance on his teams. Quickly. I mean, he pretty much favors the White Sox over the Bulls.
And they ain't been relevant.
Even though the Bulls are making him more money, way more money.
I don't know about that.
The Bulls are making him way more money, man. They sell out every game.
Yeah.
They sell out every game. The Bulls merchandise, especially D Rose being on the team, being from Chicago.
Yeah, true.
So.
When was the last time the White Sox sold out USL?
So
the problem with that I have with the end of this Bull season, if they don't make the playoffs, like none of those guys are going to be accountable for their actions. None of the head guys, none of the coach not going to be accountable.
Totally agree.
The GM's not going to be accountable. John Paxson's not going to be accountable. Jerry Reinsdorf's not going to be accountable. They're not going to take account for this. They're
because people don't see it as their fault. They always blame the player,
right? And I think it's utterly ridiculous that they're saying we're gonna trade Jimmy Butler because he's not getting along with the system for Hoiberg. How do you trade one of your main staple players?
What are you gonna
you're gonna put all your eggs in a basket into a coach? Into a coach?
Exactly, because he just signed his max contract, and no one's gonna want to pick.
Well, that's a favorable contract. It's a favorable contract. It's not that bad of a contract. A lot of teams
when the salary cap goes up, it won't look that bad.
Yeah, no, a lot of teams will take that contract on. But what I'm saying, the accountability is not going to be there. They're going to try maybe in clean house trade Jimmy. I mean, for what? You're going to put all your eggs in one basket into a coach? No. Into a coach? Are you serious?
An unproven coach has never won anything in the NBA.
Unproven coach that hasn't won anything in the NBA. Come on, quit it. Come on, stop it.
Yeah, true.
You got to get rid of the coach before you get rid of the player.
So, we'll see what happens. We'll be back next week. Peace out, everyone. Have a great week, everyone.
Yep.
Peace out.
Bye.